and it might not be in the exam. So just for, who is to blame for poverty? Who is to blame for poverty?
We all.
We all? Okay.
It depends if the poverty is because of person's own lack of interest in work, or then he has to be blamed. Otherwise, if he's putting his good efforts, then it's from the qadr from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he's in poverty.
Any other thoughts for poverty? Okay, government. The state. Okay. Could be either side. I'm sorry? The poor himself. Yes, the poor himself, maybe. Yes. Yeah, so it's you are all right. There is no wrong answer here. Because as you mentioned, it depends on who the person himself. If he inserts or exerts his exercise to his power to exercise, all kinds of possibilities in the economic environment that he's living in, and then you just face a dead end. You cannot do anything better than that, especially if you are living in a cage like Gaza. So you have limited options. You don't have that many options. But if you are living in a different society and you have the opportunity to get educated, to get out of the poverty, and to get some decent work without begging other people, then and you don't do that, and you just enjoy begging people, then it's a different story. So it's your own fault at that stage. And that's why Islam is prohibiting, on one hand, it's prohibited to give people that if they are without a valid reason. So if you don't have a valid reason for giving them, it's prohibited, just to give your money away. Unless, especially if you know it. It's his neighbor, your neighbor or something like that, and you know that he's just lazy, he's just taking it easy, and he doesn't want to work and all that. And if you keep giving him money and providing clothes for him and food and all that, you're just making things worse by helping him on being even more lazy. So that's why we should be careful about that. But there are many, many people around the world that they're trying their best, but the situation is desperate. They cannot get out of it at all.
So what is the more specific answer according to you? Who should be blamed for poverty?
It depends. So if that person who doesn't want to work or he doesn't want to exert any effort on that, then it's his fault. If he's trying to do that, and it's at that stage, it could be the society, maybe the neighbors that he is living with, they're not willing to help him, they are exploiting him. For instance, this happens a lot in unfortunately, Muslim countries. You see one poor person, poor family, in a village. I don't know about you guys, but I experienced living in a village. So, you know that this specific family is a poor family. The community, instead of helping them getting out of there, especially if they have kids and all that, they are exploiting them in a sense that they have predetermined destiny, the kids and the family and everyone. So their jobs are none. They will only come to wash dishes, to wash the clothes, to clean up the house, and their income is there. So their category is there. And nobody is willing to help them out, to get out of this. So the kids who are not able to go to school, they will not be able to get out of that misery life. And it's a responsibility of the community. So we should help them. We should help those kids, to go to school, to learn, to get out of this circle. Any kind of job, if it is halal, so it's permissible, it's not a shame. You can do any work, even washing dishes and washing clothes and all that, it's not haram. But the community or the society has to give you the option to choose what you want to do. But if they are enforcing on you to practice only one practice, then we are contradicting the human, in what we studied later on when we were talking about the ownership. And we said that human beings in Islam are free to choose their employment. In that case, they are not, because we are enforcing them, we are closing the doors for them. Especially if you are living in a small village. Where to go? You have only maybe 50, 60, 100 houses. So everyone knows everyone very well. And if no one gives you any option of going anywhere, then you are stuck. Unless you move out from that village and you go to a big city, and that's actually the problem in Sudan, that we are not here to discuss this, because many people went to Khartoum, and now Khartoum is about 8 million people, mainly coming from different parts of Sudan to escape the economic problems. And then you will see all these kinds of problems that are appearing in the Muslim society, Muslim and non-Muslim society. Okay, then we discussed moderation. We talked about